All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rekwah HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere. Shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. And I want to pretty much go into pretty much understanding what, or understanding gifts coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because everybody, of course, that's in their own little world wants to actually think they have a gift of actually understanding this truth, or a gift of some folly stuff that that doesn't even comprehend to the truth, and it's just the clear fact, the point that these guys are just caught in their own world. They don't really understand the gift that comes from Yahweh Shai, or any type of gift that comes from the Lord. So I'm gonna get started with the first scripture, which is James 1:17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. Now I'm gonna stop there because when it says every good gift and every perfect gift, that's talking about everything that you even acknowledge that you have received from Yahweh Shai. Even technically, even something that is bad can technically be a good gift. How? Because of the simple fact that it could be anything, like, say, for example, what would be a good example? Well, something simple that, hey, a brother got hold on, there we go, damn laptop. But for example, that, hey, this guy, I've been trying to get into this truth. Just as a quick example, a guy that, for example, that I've been wanting to get into this truth because he seemed like a good guy, and then he come around doing some backwards shit, trying to get me in trouble, and I didn't even realize it. And then all of a sudden, I wake up to realizing what he's doing. Then that's a good gift for me to realize that I shouldn't be doing what this I shouldn't be falling for what this crazy person is doing, because it could get me out of the truth. It's good gifts can come in lessons, whether they start off bad or good. Anything can really happen for you to really wake up and see what you really have. So even the main good thing about this truth, or the main good gift, is this truth, knowing that you're Israelite, knowing that Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is not Edomites, or as people like to say, the white man, and knowing that you have a chance of salvation, which everybody think you're just going to have salvation just from believing, or calling on the name of God, which they think is just God, which we know is not true. And that's the whole point of this truth, that this is a gift. Now we understand that you have to work to earn this truth, work to earn your salvation. Because we don't know if we're going to be saved. Many people think they're already saved, and they haven't even done one lick of work in day in their lives for Yahweh Shah. They think going to church with song, dance, and just giving money is suddenly just a word. Which, for some people that's just out there just trying to support, because they may not be prophets, if any way they could help the body, then that's a form of work. It's not to say that every person in this truth has to be a prophet. It's to show that, hey, your gift may not be may not be a prophet. Your gift may just be a supporter, because you have, it's more than just the truth than just being a prophet. You got support, because if you got the main body, what's to support the body? That's why in this truth we got brothers. That's a gift right there. Because imagine doing this truth by yourself. Every camp, just every brother is just out by themselves. Well, sure, you could do it, but it's gonna be very, very much hard. That's why having the brothers in the truth with you as a camp, it brings everything together. It makes a balance. This brother's good in one thing, this brother's good in another thing. It's a gift with each brother. And that's what these guys don't understand, because you got guys out here that just wants to basically think everything is for them and them only, without taking consideration of the brothers or what Yahweh wants you to do, which is of course is not meant for them. So let's go into the definition of understanding. Select. And the definition to understand is to grasp the meaning of, to grasp the reasonableness of, to have thorough and technical acquaintance with, or expertness in practice of. So even with those three, it's telling you that you gotta pretty much grasp the meaning of something, to, to grasp the meaning of this truth, to grasp the understanding of what this is really about. To really understand, you end up really actually appreciating what you have. Cause you got guys that just come in and just like, oh, I want to do this. I just want to do this, and I want to learn the scriptures. But they would never actually grasp the concept of why you want that you should uh, grasp the scriptures. They think like, oh, I'm gonna get scriptures and be deep with it. Well, it's more than just being. To these scriptures is more than just being deep. Because believe it or not, the milk is even deep. But to have the milk is the base core of understanding. Once you really understand the meat, you can understand the deep. But to understand the deep means you don't really even need to go into being deep, because the milk is the sole understanding for what other people needs to understand. So specifically the elect, because to draw in the elect, you just can't throw out just deep scriptures. They ain't gonna understand that. So why not just go to the very beginning, or the very milk and core of the understanding of this Bible, by starting off low. You start off low with the people. They're gonna start grasping the meaning of these things, of what you're speaking, of what you're trying to show, to wake up the elect. That's the whole purpose of this. Is that we're trying to wake up the elect to get them to understand the sole meaning of this truth, to get them to understand that, to fully grasp the meaning of salvation. So I'm gonna give Proverbs 18:2. It says, "A fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may cover it. Sorry, but that his heart may discover itself." So when it says a fool have have no delight in understanding, that is, I mean, it's a clear cut right there. They don't want they see the scriptures. They are, how should I say, amazed by how other brothers use the scriptures to pretty much draw away the bad, or draw in the good. They see that, but they don't understand it. So what they do is they try to remember the scriptures, remember what the brother says, or something, or make it up in their own way, and just go out and teach. And they try to throw out all this so-called wisdom that they think they have to the people, and they're not really even understanding. So you may draw in other people that. So when you end up maybe throwing away the good and drawing in the bad. How so? Because what you're saying is not making sense to the good, or even the hopeful elect that you may be trying to draw in. But instead you're drawing in the bad, that's compelled by the things that you want. So if you want to be famous on YouTube by throwing up a bunch of scriptures trying to sound deep, guess what? You're going to grab other people that's drawn to that and try to do the same thing you're doing. That's how you got camps that are actually sincere about doing this work. Then you got other camps that are really not. They're just drawn in by the same way. But at the same time, it's not to say that you won't draw in the good. Because Yahweh Shah will let the good come in, so they can see your wickedness, and then draw them right back out to go to the actual good. the ones that's actually showing the actual understanding of this truth. Because we come in many different walks of life. That's how this is really even going. Is Nobody can really deny that. You got brothers that came from other camps that were wicked. You got from guys that just came out of the world straight like it was. So when you, I'm gonna read Psalms 119 and 127. It says, "Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yeah, above fine gold." So when you say you love thy commandments, and you got guys that just you got certain guys out there that's just all about the law and doing the law when they themselves can't even do 100% of the law. But we have the understanding of what the commandments is. We we know that okay, so we know what the commandments wants us to do, but we also know that we can't follow it 100% of the way, and we ain't afraid to acknowledge that because this is captivity. If we were to go out and kill a homosexual, and we could say if we blame it on the Bible that says that we're supposed to do it, we're not in the right because of that. Because we're going to end up being either A, in jail, or B, killed. And to, to actually understand what the Bible is telling you to do isn't always straightforward. That's why you have precept upon precept. But also the understanding that you can't do everything to a T. That's why we try to do our best to follow the commandments in a righteous manner. And it's not to say killing a homosexual is not a righteous thing, but at the same time, it's not something it's in our power to do. So I'm gonna get this last scripture right here. This is Proverbs 14 and 29. It says, "He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding." Why does it say that? Because guess what? You can let's go. Let's narrow it down. Actually, something I like to go into. If you're being rebuked and you're just getting all angry about it. You're not actually. I'm gonna keep reading on that. Actually, it says, "But he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly." So going into that, like I said, if you being rebuked and you just constantly going off, all angry, you're just showing how much of a fool you are. That's just prone to get you kicked out. But if you are being sincere and you're being rebuked and you just even really just taking it, even though you may say a couple things here and there, but to show that you're not going off, you're just taking it as you go along. It means that you're being of great understanding, because what it means to be rebuked is that the brother is showing his concern for you, and you may not even see it right then and there, but later on you will. But at the same time, you gotta keep your composure, because the show that you're slow to wrath just means that you are willing to have willing to understand what that person is saying. To understand what your brother is saying is also to understand what the truth is telling you. What Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is trying to show you. Because we're not perfect in this world. We are, of anything, we are the least perfect of this world. Because we always go off. And especially being in this truth, I mean, in this world, we're always going to go off. But in this truth, we're prone to go off. Because why? We're of this fleshly manner. We still have the ways of this world on us in a part way, not 100%, but in a sense, we still have the part of this world on us. Because guess what? No matter how many times we tell ourselves we should throw off that old man, part of that old man is still going to be on us because we have something of this world that we like. Now it's not to say that you can still be an old man, be part of that of the old life, to bring the old life with you in its truth. No, that's just saying that no matter what you do, you're still going to go off regardless. And it's better to accept that than to just act like you're the most holiest thing on this earth. So you pretty much have the understanding of this truth and how it goes, and understanding of how life goes really is is a wonderful thing. Is to have, because you got to have understanding in this truth. That's the only way you're going to really actually, how should I say, make any progress. Because you got guys that just want to make progress on YouTube just to get views. But what about the ones that's actually sincere about this truth? The ones that's actually trying to show that they uh, want to be that their focus is on salvation, trying to get out of here, waiting for this place to fall. To understand that, our enemy is pretty much everywhere. To show, to prove, to have the understanding that this is not the way of living. Is makes you think of a better way of life, not in this life, but to think that there's something better than this life that we're living. That's that's what I feel is was one of the key understandings, of course, from knowing that Esau is going into slavery. But that's for another video. So with that, I just want to say shalom and death to this wicked society. And I hope this video was edifying.